The first stock on the list is symbol UPL. It's Ultra Petroleum. You can see here how the stock has made a very strong move up from the $60 level all the way up to the $90 level. Recently it pulled back, as I had mentioned, oil's pulled back, and now it is resuming its rally. On a 1 month basis, a little bit choppy in here, so we see that the stock has lost some of its momentum. On a 1 week basis, however, we can see that the stock is really starting to put together a nice rally. So this is a good candidate. I'll go back to the 1 year chart because I want to explain that when I'm looking for a continuation trade, and this is a bullish day continuation early, the continuation means that I'm looking for a stock that's heading in a 45-degree angle from lower left to upper right corner without a lot of big dips in it. So it's just continuing that move higher. And what that tells me is that every time it pulls back a little bit, the buyers step right up to the plate and the stock never really generates a big decline because there are anxious buyers looking for entry points. So that's the type of setup that I'm looking for. Nice strong trend higher. This is symbol HK. Petrohawk Energy. We can see that the stock was relatively range bound and then it had an explosive move higher. Once it got through $20, it never looked back. The stock is almost going parabolic right now. I suspect that it is involved in natural gas exploration because this is about the time that natural gas took off. The 1 month chart, we can see how the stock came up to $28 and then recently just blew through that level. What I like here is the fact that oil's pulled back, but this stock has continued to move higher. The 1 week chart is also very bullish, and we see the stock continuing to move higher. Again, even though oil has been moving back throughout the week. Yesterday, oil dipped, and actually, yes, Wednesday oil dipped after the oil inventory number was released, and you can see how the stock still held up very well. This is a good candidate. Here we have another example, and you can see a similar pattern where the stock is caught between this $30 and $40 trading range, and then it explodes higher. Very strong chart technically. 1 month chart actually looks better than our prior example. Stock is moving higher, barely pulls back, only pulls back about $2, and then it almost immediately takes out that $62 resistance level and continues higher. On a 1 week basis, we can see a little bit of choppiness in here, but the stock ultimately has been able to post a nice rally from $62 to $67 almost today. Here we have an interesting chart. The stock was in a general decline, and when it hit that $20 low, it came up very quickly, and now it has absolutely exploded higher. It's gone through that $38 resistance level with ease, and look at this price movement over the course of the last 3 weeks. Extremely strong, and the stock has never paused. We'll see if we can pick that up. Yes, we can on a 1 month basis. Stock starts to move sideways, it's consolidating a little bit, and then it just rockets higher. The 1 week chart is very steady, never really pulls back, just buyers continually stepping up to the plate. This is a very strong candidate. Here we have another example of a stock that's been in a choppy downtrend, hits its $20 low, moves right back up through the $30 level, and it is breaking out currently. So this is also very strong, but it's not anywhere near what the prior chart was. And I forgot to mention the prior symbol. It's GDP, Goodrich Petroleum. So I'm going to take a pass on this because I already have a better candidate. Here we have a chart of El Paso trading between $16 and $18, makes the breakout, surges higher, pulls back briefly, and now it looks like it's resuming its rally. The 1 month basis been very strong. It's starting to level out a little bit. Other stocks have already made a new relative high. This one has not yet. So I like it, but I think there are better candidates. Nice smooth price action here with the stock continuing to grind higher. Very strong stock, probably not going to be my chart of the week. This is symbol JAS, Joanne Stores. Very steady, steep decline, bottoms out. Very nice, steady rally that we've got taking place right now. This is a retail stock. I don't like the retail sector. It's making a nice rebound, but we're going to take a pass on this. This is symbol CYCL. Nothing to really excite me here. It's a $10 stock. Dropped down pretty hard to the $4.50 level. It's making a nice move higher, but we're going to take a pass. This is symbol NLC. We have no real big trend here. Nice little movement here, choppy, nothing to get excited about. We'll take a pass here too. Here's another stock that we'll pass on. Again, this is not what we're looking for. There's no trend to this. You have these big troughs, bounces off of that trough, and another retest, and then another move higher. This is too choppy and too unpredictable. We want stocks that are going from the lower left to the upper right. Doesn't fit the mold, we're moving on. This is our final candidate. I'd have to do a little more research on it. It's interesting because the stock has come down, really traded around a tight trading range at that $12 level, and recently it has taken off. Look at this move here, very, very strong, from $12 up to almost $18. The 1 month chart shows a very steady increase in price. 1 week chart, pretty volatile, and it looks a little jittery in here, so I'm assuming the volume's not real high. It's not going to make my list, but for those of you that might want to take a further look at it, the symbol is TKLC. This is my chart of the week. It was actually a pretty tough pick because I had a lot of really good candidates. Here's what I like about this stock. You've got a stock that's been in a long-term, very tight trading range. The longer term the trading range, the tighter the trading range, the bigger the eventual breakout. And that's exactly what this stock is doing. After it got through that $18 price level, it has never looked back. And in the last week, it's surging higher even though oil has been pulling back. On a 1 month basis, you can see here that the stock has been gradually moving higher. It briefly pulled back, but it found immediate support. And then look at this move higher. It has just rocketed higher. Now, mind you, a lot of the other charts that we looked at, they had big dips and the stock was just now starting to recover and make a new relative high. This stock has done so with ease, and it did so early. That's why I like it. Finally, on a 1 week basis, some of the other charts were a lot more choppy. This has had consistent buying all week long. And you can see how the stock has continually worked its way higher. Today, it had a huge day. It started at $32 and ran all the way up to $35. Tremendous amount of strength. Try and buy pullbacks on this, but it is my chart of the week. Mind you, this is a starting point. Now I need to roll up my sleeves. I need to do some fundamental research on it. I need to find out why it's outperforming its peers. What makes this stock so special? Once I do my fundamental analysis, I can start to formulate an opinion and put a game plan together. I hope that you're able to make some money on this trade. Be prudent, and I hope you enjoyed the chart of the week. Thank you. Good luck trading.